Hola, mi amigo y amigas. I am the Nigerian Nightmare Kamaru Usman.
Henry Cejudo, a.k.a. Triple C.
A Shadow Line production.
And we are back on Pound for Pound. Henry UFC 313 going down this Saturday, March 8th at the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada. Henry, you've got Alex Pereira finally taking on Magomed Ankalaev. This is the fight you've been talking about forever, Henry. Remember? At least 3 or 4 times you done sat up here and said, Ankalaev is going to beat him. Ankalaev is going to take him down. Bro, Ankalaev is going to do the damn thing and get rid of short Alex Pereira. That's what you said.
Yeah, no, I got you. But before we do all that, Kush, why don't we start? I mean, we can't just start from the main course, bro. Why don't we start from bottom to top? You know, what's your
All right. What for you give me on that prelims, looking at the whole card of 313, especially the prelims, is there any fight that you would love to watch out for?
Yeah, you know what? That Chris Gutierrez, the first fight. Chris Gutierrez versus John Castaneda. I mean, they're both. I mean, these are two vets, bro. Like, dude, I will say this stylistically because you know where I stand, bro. I am the American steel and twisted sex appeal. Chris Gutierrez versus John Castaneda, and this is a good fight, bro. Chris Gutierrez is fucking technical, man. He's really good, bro. If he had a little more grit. He's a kicker. I love the fact that who's the other guy? The other guy that I think they're training partners. They train a lot together, but they have similar styles. They're both good, really good kickers, and they're both extremely dangerous. But you also have somebody with John that is really, how can I say? You know, he was in Combate Americas. I believe he was a champ there. He's got some great wins. I like this fight, man. But if I had to pick, who is it that I feel like? Yeah, Chris Gutierrez trains with Jonathan Martinez, but I think the most technical fighter in this fight, I'm going with Chris Gutierrez, dude. I think his leg kicks are the difference in this fight.
I like it. Obviously, I think this is both guys are very experienced. I mean, 28 fights and over 25 fights, you know, with either guy. So I think it's going to be a really, really good, high-paced fight. And, of course, Chris Gutierrez taking on the sexy Mexi in John Castaneda or Nieda, you know. But that's a really, really good fight to open up the early prelims. For me, I got 2 fights, obviously, on these prelims that I think are fantastic fights. You've got Joshua Van back and Henry. Can't nobody deny that Joshua Van is a potential a fan favorite fighter in the making. I mean, this dude is, you talking about you coming out to really thump. This is the dude that thumps with you. It's the dude that's going to go to the body. It's going to try to break you down, and he's not going to stop. He's going to march forward for the 15 minutes and try to hurt you and try to get you out of there. I mean, been in some amazing fights, especially that last one versus Cody Durden. That was a fantastic fight. So that's a fight that I'm keeping my eye on. Yeah, but he's taking on an undefeated fighter.
Not just that.
10-0.
Not just that, Kush. This dude is a freestyle wrestler, bro. And he's had a lot of success in freestyle wrestling. I don't know if his whole accolades or how much of that stuff is real, but apparently he's real high level in freestyle wrestling. I'm not sure if he represented Japan or he met her at the World Championships in like U20 or maybe universities. But apparently the kid's the real deal, man. So you're talking about a style with the heavy power puncher in Joshua Van that puts himself in, you know, that will put you out, but also puts himself in harm's way against a very sophisticated wrestler that's undefeated. That's been to the nitty gritty, man. Yeah, he may not have the power of Joshua Van, but with the spirit of competition that this guy could potentially bring, could be problematic for Joshua Van.
Well, I mean, definitely I want to see it. I can't wait to see that. I think Joshua Van is on the fast track with all these amazing fights. So that's a fight to watch out for. And, of course, the feature prelim, Curtis Blades taking on Rizvan Kuniev. This is a good fight for Curtis. I think Curtis has obviously always been there, potential fight for the title, potential, and just falls short of getting over that hump. So now this is him trying to rebuild himself back up to that title. And unfortunately, I haven't really seen a ton of Curtis this training camp, but Curtis always likes to come in fights prepared. And I mean, he's not just a wrestler anymore. I mean, early in his career, he was a wrestler. He'd go in there and take you down and just punish you. But Curtis got hands now, so you can expect another incredible fight. I mean, both guys are 6'4", over 250. Yeah, this is gonna be another good one.
Yeah.
But Henry, now let's get into this main card. I mean, bangers off rip. You got King Green taking on Mauricio Huffy. This is, dang, Henry.
Yeah.
Talk to me. How you feeling about this?
This is a banger, but I also feel like this is the start of the pay-per-view, man. And I know how
Exactly.
King fucking Bobby Green scraps a lot, bro. Respects to him, dude. He be going out there getting the nitty-gritty, man. Like he's taking on everybody down from Islam Makhachev to Patty Pimblett. I mean, the dude's fought everybody under the damn sun. And as many times I underestimated Bobby Green, he's always came up on top. And dude, he's fought look at that. He's fought Fiziev, he's fought Drew Dober, Tony Ferguson, Jim Miller, Clay Guida. See how far back this dude got. Edson Barbosa, Josh Thompson. Jesus.
Pat Healy, James Krause. Yo, bruh.
I mean, this dude, shit. Yeah. Okay, he fought close too. Okay. But he's also going up against a very, man, there's something to be said about the fight nerds, man. Like what that coach is doing, he's adding science to these guys. He's keeping the styles very different. I believe that this dude could change the style of fighting on how is it that they fight out in Brazil, man. Like I was able to be on the coach with Jean Silva, and I saw a little bit of how their coaches actually works with their guys. Very in tune, by the numbers. He's a coach, but also a teacher. And I just feel like with Hoofy right now, his train is just running, bro. Those guys are just so dangerous, man. From, I believe, Mauricio Hoofy's so dangerous with the striking as well. But not just that, dude. He also has slick jiu-jitsu as well. Their position is just different. So if I'm picking somebody, I got to go with Mauricio Huffy. Even though Bobby Green almost has 3 times the experience, you got to go with the guy that his train is just running. He happens to be the favorite.
Yeah, this is a tough one because you can never sleep on King Green, aka OG Bobby Green.
Oh, he did change his name, like legit, and like it is King Green.
Yeah, legit change. Shit. So OG Bobby Green now is King Green. Okay, but I love watching Bobby fight. Bobby's like he's one of those fighters that's like Michael Johnson. It doesn't matter whether win or lose. When these guys fight, you always want to watch them because they're exciting fighters. They're going to go out there and they're going to leave it all out there. So I always want to rock with Bobby, but this is a tough one because Mauricio Huffy, I watched this guy at the PI a couple of days ago, and just watching them shadow, and because a lot of guys don't really do certain things anymore as far as drills to warm up, and watching them just shadow is like, and it's the way he fights. And I'm like, okay, what these guys are doing, this team's doing over there, they have a system, some type of system, but they're letting the fighters be themselves. But of course, there's a big system overall that governs all these guys. And these guys believe in it. They believe in themselves, and they believe in everything they're doing when they're out there. And you can see it is translating over. These guys are dynamic. They're fast. They're sharp. But most importantly, they have good eyes. And so it's tough, but I'm going to have to go with Mauricio Huffy if it's just a stand-up battle, for sure. Next fight, we got Amanda Lemos taking on Yasmin Lucindo. It's a good fight, but I'm gonna keep this short. I'm gonna go with Yasmin because I've watched her fight. She's tough, gritty, man. She got hands. If she don't want to grapple, she ain't trying to grapple. She's just gonna put hands on you. And with someone like Amanda Lemos, she's extremely fast, extremely explosive, but she is gonna want to somehow get this fight down to the ground. And I just don't think it's I don't think it's gonna get done with someone like Yasmin Lucindo. So I'm gonna go with Yasmin for this one.
I'm gonna have to go with Lemos. Lemos striking is legit. She's fought Zhang Wei Li. She's fought the best of the best. She's got a win over Mackenzie Dern. She's beat some of the best straw weights in the entire world. She's competed there, bro. And I just don't think Lucendo has reached that competition, even though she is tough too. But I gotta go with the vet and the power and the striking of Amanda Lemos.
All right, I see what you're trying to do there. Next fight, we got Jalen the Tarantula Turner taking on Ignacio Bahamondes.
Wow, and he's the
Man,
underdog, Kush. Can you believe that?
yeah, it's a pick 'em fight, but I'm gonna go with Jalen Turner. I think he's very, very tough from where he started. And I watching him because I've been watching and kind of keeping my eye on him from a distance since he's young, fresh into the UFC, and just watching him continuing to work and build his skills. Um, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go with Jalen Turner. Um, with you know what? That's Bahamondes is. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with Jalen Turner.
Yeah, you know what, bro? I think Jalen Turner has the ability to be one of the greats, bro. His ability, bro. Like, dude, he's 6'3", 155 pounds. Great striking, great everything. Just the talent, bro, like you wouldn't believe. But he also tends to just shit the bed, dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what it is with Jalen Turner, but whenever it is that he decides to hit that switch, then I'll believe it. But man, there's something about Ignacio too, that there's a toughness to him. And I think sometimes I question a little bit of Jalen Turner when the fight gets nitty gritty. So for that reason, dude, I'm going for the Chilean. I'm going for Ignacio.
That's. I mean, it's a good one. Jalen Turner is everybody sees the talent. Everybody sees what
But
he
you know
could
what I'm saying, though,
potentially
right?
bring
Kamaru
to the
is like,
sport. 100%.
bro,
No,
like he's
100%. And
one
that's
inch
what I
shorter
mean.
than John Jones, and he's fucking almost has the
And that's
same limbs, but I don't think he realizes all the tools that he has. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but that's what I mean by he's been putting time in, watching him from when he was young to where he's growing into as a competitor. I think he's definitely made a lot of improvements. He's definitely continuing to grow. And I'm still waiting for that moment for it to come together fully. I mean, he's had some good moments in the octagon. Don't get me wrong, but I'm still waiting for it to come together and just obviously being smarter with decision making. I mean, taking fights like fighting Vicente Luque on and going out there and getting stopped and some of these. I think you just got to be smarter with your career and the things that you do, but because I think he does put in the work. So I'm gonna. This is. I don't want to say this is a must win because Jalen is a ranked guy. He's very very tough, and I think the UFC understands that as well. So I wouldn't say it's a must win, but of course, every fight you need to win if you want to continue to move up in your career. So I'm gonna go with Jalen Turner. Moving on, we've got the co-main event of the evening, the last minute replacement. This is almost a fight this fight took place in London 2023. And I could tell a lot of fans wanted to see round 4 and 5. Well, they are in luck because this weekend, this Saturday, they're going to get rounds 4, 5, and potentially 6 as Justin Gaethje takes on Rafael Fiziev again for the rematch. And Fiziev coming in on 10 days notice. Henry, I mean, what's your take on this one and him being a late replacement?
Yeah, dude. Honestly, the first time that Gaethje and Fiziev fought, I was like, damn, dude. I'm like, Fiziev could be a problem for Justin because very technical, great setups. But Justin's just a little too much, bro. Particularly the fact that Rafael is kind of loving the opportunity that Justin is giving him. He's kind of like really high-fiving him a little too much, in my opinion. When I see that, I'm just like, bro, this isn't a friendly game, dude. Like what we do is what we do is a violent sport, man. But I think it's ballsy of him to be able to take this fight on a 2-week notice. And in particular because he got beat up last time they fought. Justin really put a number on him, dude. Was it a good fight? Fiziev did get his strikes in 100%. But as we all know, Justin, as much as he could give it, he could also take it. Fiziev is great, it's good, but coming off of 2 losses, one to Justin Gaethje, and then obviously losing to Gamrot with that whole leg situation. I just feel like there is a statement that Justin Gaethje needs to do, that wants to do. And when he's talking about, and this is great. This is what I love about Justin. He's creating a storyline of him saying that if I go out and I perform, I'm going to skip Ilia Topuria and I'm going to fight Islam Makhachev. I love it. I do believe that it could actually happen, because when I did sit down with Khabib and I asked him, does Ilia Topuria deserve a title shot at 155 pounds? You know what Khabib said? He needs to fight the number 1 contender. So I do believe with the great victory for Justin Gaethje that he can slide in there and tell Ilia Topuria, move out the way. This is my turn. You got to fight the number 1 contender.
Yeah, I love it.
Am I wrong, Kush? Tell me. Am I wrong?
You're not. You're not wrong. I do think, obviously, with Justin going out there and getting this win, he puts him in a position to where you're on that short list. And let's say they say you do have to fight one more. I say Justin Gaethje versus Ilia Topuria. I mean, who in their mom doesn't want to watch that fight, Henry? That's the fight and I know that's a fight that Justin gets up for. That's the fight that Justin would relish it, because you're getting an opportunity to silence the guy that is right now, I think, is right there, top 3, pound for pound.
Yeah. Justin did mention something, Kamaru, and tell me if I'm wrong. Unless I read the quote wrong or somebody just said some shit, but I'm pretty sure Justin said it. Justin says, if I do lose, that this could be it for me. Is he, and then that's partially what makes Justin good, because he gives everything that he has. But could this be a loss if Justin Gaethje, for whatever reason, something happens and he doesn't become victorious? Could this be the last time, Kamaru, that we see Justin Gaethje in the octagon?
Me personally, I'm not gonna say that, because you never, like, another man should never tell a man when it's time to go.
No, but I believe he said it. Like I'm not putting it.
Yeah. So but obviously when we're fighting, there's a lot of emotions during fight week, to where you feel a certain type of way about a certain situation, and sometimes you just, and Justin is one of the most honest people out there, that he's just going to say what's on his mind. He doesn't sugarcoat it. He doesn't try to lie about anything. He's just going to say what's on his mind about what he's feeling at the time. And hey, it is what it is. There's been times that, especially after a fight, Henry, you get a good win. You're like, you know what? I want to fight next week. Then you get in the back, your arm starts hurting. You're like, you know what? Let's go ahead and take about 2 months off before we jump back in there again. So, and I think it's one of those situations. But yeah, he's also in a place in his career where you have to start to think about potentially when you're going to call it quits, or when you're going to call it quits. And Justin has been in a lot of bangers. I mean, 13 fight post-fight bonuses.
900,000, bro. I'm
totaling over almost $1 million. Like, Justin has been doing work in there. So when you're in fights like that, you're getting all these performance bonuses. That means you're putting yourself and your body on the line. And so, yeah, of course, you got to be in a position to where you start thinking about, well, maybe this might be a lot, maybe this might be too much. So, yeah. I completely understand that.
The knockout of Max Holloway, Kamaru. Do you?
Yeah, it's a difficult one.
No, I get that. I get that it's hard to emotionally, all that. He's our friend or whatever. But do you think the recovery time that he has taken has helped Justin to heal and feel better for this fight?
Yes, I think so. He took time off, and it wasn't like he didn't do anything. He became damn near a pro golfer. Like, dude is like,
Dude loves to golf,
I'm,
dude. Jesus, dude.
hey, yo, I'm not shitting you. Like, dude is a pro golfer now. As crazy as that sounds, he's a damn good golfer. And it sucks saying that because, that's like one thing right now I can't beat him in. And I don't like that. I always got to, big bro always got to stay on top of little bro and everything. And I'm nowhere close to him when it comes to golf. But yeah, he took the adequate time and prepared himself. And being in camp with him this time and sparring with him, I touched him a few times and he damn sure touched me back. And also training with guys like Archie Kogan, one of our training partners who fights with PFL Bellator. But I mean, Justin, there's no remnants of, oh man, I got knocked out. I got to be careful here. Justin is still Justin, and I believe he's going to come out and go out there and put on a Justin Gaethje like performance. So it's a good one, but obviously, if I have to make my pick, I'm going to go with little bro Justin Gaethje. What about
How?
you? You go with
How?
Fazia?
How?
How? Doesn't matter how.
No,
I
no.
think he
He
gets
wants
it
that
done.
title shot, Kush. It does matter.
Yeah, but I think he gets it done. And there's never been Justin Gaethje is like, yeah, this it's sounds like a broken record, but he's your favorite fighter's favorite fighter. So there's no fight that he's gonna be in to where you're gonna go, wow, that's kind of boring. You know what I mean? It's kind of boring. So even if it's a decision, it's still gonna be an exciting decision. So I just go with Justin Gaethje for the win.
Yeah, no, I think he needs more than that, bro. Because I do believe if his game plan is to go out there and put on a performance, I can see Justin Gaethje winning by knockout, dude. Whether it's the first, second, or third, but I do believe that Justin does need to go for broke because a lot of his interviews talking about, dude, I'm tired of this entertainment shit. I'm tired of putting my body through this damage for all you fans, and that's all Justin knows is how to go, 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 go. That's all he's ever done. That's partially what makes him, a fan favorite. I mean, that's probably what makes, man. Like, if anybody's gonna sell that pay-per-view card, it's Justin Gaethje. Justin Gaethje to me, like he's the one that's really selling that fight because of his violent style, bro. And not just that, but his ability to just be an American. Like, I mean, that helps out a lot too, man. The fact that he speaks English and he does the whole nine, like all that shit helps, dude. So I'm gonna go Justin Gaethje via. I'm gonna go Justin Gaethje via. I can see him knocking out Fiziev, dude. I really can.
Well, it's a tough one, but now we go to our main event of the evening. Finally, Henry, you get your matchup. Finally, you've been on Ankalaev's tip for so long.
Damn,
Pause.
Uncle
But
Live, he said that,
hey,
not me.
you finally get the fight. Alex Pereira taking on. Listen. First and foremost, just looking at his record, Alex Pereira is already such a huge star, and the guy only has 14 fights. 14 fights, and he's already such a humongous star. Arguably, I would say
Shama,
the biggest star right now, active star in the UFC.
really?
And so,
You're gonna put him over the. You're
yeah,
gonna put him. You're gonna put him over the Nigerian Nightmare, starring the
yeah,
Black Panther.
absolutely. I haven't fought in almost 2 years. Alex Pereira right now, the way he's doing and the way he's fighting, absolutely. I think he is the biggest active star right now
Mm.
in the UFC. No questions. So
Shama.
yeah, and
So how do you break this fight down?
I break it down because I think, man, listen, Ankalaev is a sniper. Ankalaev is tough. He's big, bigger than you think, yo. Just as big as Alex Pereira. I mean, both of these guys are giants for that weight class. And honestly, if Ankalaev does not go in there and mix it up and try to potentially wrestle, I think you just listen. His striking is off the chain too. I love Ankalaev, but I think Alex Pereira is just in a groove, in a rhythm to where if he's able to kick your legs, he's gonna break you down and give as long as he's able to keep you stationary. I just think, man, if that God given hand of death, left hook touches you, man, it's gonna be a tough one. So That's how I see it. I think if Ankalaev does not mix it up, I think he's in trouble because it's hard to just stand and strike with a kickboxer
Yeah.
and not that's a kickboxer like Alex Pereira. So I'm gonna go with Alex Pereira.
Via what?
I could see this going a decision. I could see it going a decision. I can see that.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Even though it's unlikely, I can see it.
Yeah, I think this is the thing, man. I think sometimes, I think with Uncle Live saying that he's going to strike. I mean, do you believe him? I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Hey, you tell me.
no, but that's what I'm saying. I don't. I think he will try to wrestle, but because he hasn't wrestled in the past, I just don't know if he's actually going to do. He's probably going to go revert back to what he always does and always striking with people. Yeah, he does have hands, but he doesn't have that Alex Pereira power. And not just that, but his lead leg is very deficient, bro. When he fought Rakic and when he fought Jan Blachowicz, they were both able to really kick the shit out of it. And we're talking about, luckily, he's a southpaw, so it takes away a little bit of that power that Pereira has with that right leg, but Pereira still kicks with that lead leg too, and he's very accurate with it. You know, I want stylistically, if Uncle Live does do that, I just don't see that, man. I really don't see that, dude. I think I just don't see Uncle Live really pulling that wrestling. And he's going to have to fight a guy like Alex Pereira immediately. And the reason why I say immediately is because he's going to have to create those fights to possibly get those takedowns right away, or create those fights to possibly just hurt Alex. But what I'm trying to say is you're going to have to try to hurt Alex before he starts kicking your damn legs. And I just don't feel like he's going to do that. So for that reason, dude, Ali, I'm sorry. I'm with you. Am I going for Uncle Live 100%? Because it was a shot that should have been given to him a long time ago, and he was skipped, and he was skipped, and he was skipped, and he was skipped. I just believe him. I believe that he will strike with Alex Pereira, and I don't believe that he's going to mix it. So for that reason, I gotta go Alex Pereira via knockout.
Hey, Shama!
Shama!
Hey,
Shama!
you're not hating on Pereira today, huh? Shama!
Shama! No, I took that hate off you. You know, you know that hate you used to have for Alex came to me, dude.
Hey.
No, it's not so much that,
Alex,
Kamaru. The reason why I never really put Alex Pereira on the pound for pound, like on like the top 3, is because he's never fought this man. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so
that was one of my biggest
Henry,
reasons.
So Henry, if Alex Pereira goes out there and stops Magomed Ankalaev, where do you put him in the pound for pound? Is he number 1?
I would put him. Yeah, at that point he's top 3, dude.
He's already top 3 right now.
But that's top 3 on ESPN. Like when it comes to like legends, people who have.
Oh, so you don't even have him on your top 3?
No, I have him top 5. I probably maybe have him 4 or 5. Who knows, bro? Maybe. You know, numbers don't lie.
Is he number 1 though?
Is he number 1? He beats Uncle Live. He has a case. He has a case, and that's what I love about the UFC, Kamaru, is that the pound for pounds could just change according to your performance. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
It's like with Islam. Like really, Islam hasn't got the right shake, dude. I feel like with Armin pulling out, it kind of took a little bit of that pound for pound status, and then Dana White saying, "Oh yeah, you want me to say he's pound for pound? Yeah, he's pound for pound." Dude, you beat Moicano, who's number 10 in the world, dude. He's supposed to finish him. You know what I'm saying? Now, he does that to a guy like Armin, then it changes a little bit. I still have Jones number 1, dude. And I feel like what he's done, what he got rid of 2 people. One when he 3 years off, comes back, beats the dude in fucking a minute and 20 or 30 seconds. And then the other one's the greatest heavyweight of all time and takes him out in 2 or 3 rounds. You know what I'm saying? There's something to be said. And undefeated, by the way, undefeated for the last 16 years of his damn career. I mean, put some respect on his damn name. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I get it. I get when they say John this, John that. But the reality is, bro, nobody has done what John has done. And for that reason, even if Pereira does win, in my eyes, it's still John Jones pound for pound. And then you can go Islam Makhachev, Topuria. And as of right now, I have Alex Pereira. But if Alex Pereira does win, I might just shove him over to maybe number 2, man. Right behind John Jones. And then now you have that fight, or maybe number 3 right behind. It's just tricky, man, because Ilya's been, I like the mixing of the fighting, but if you're getting rid of your weight class in the fashion that you are, fuck, you deserve all the respect in the world.
Agreed. I can't even add
It's hard.
anything
It's
else
hard,
to that.
Kamaru.
Yeah, I get you. I got you. I mean, I don't. It's it's impressive what he's been able to do in such a short time, and how he's been able to grow this himself, his brand, to where, I mean, it's just impressive. It's the only word I can think of. And yeah, I'm gonna go with, I think, him being his ability to bring guys into his world to where guys aren't doing what they need to do in order to potentially have a chance with him, I think is superb. So I'm gonna go with Alex Pereira for the win.
Wow.
Now that
Well,
is
if he wins, you're gonna put him pound for pound. Is that what you're saying, Kamarudin?
yes, right now. Yes.
Wow,
Yes.
wow. I don't know.
Because
I don't know if
like we
I
say,
don't know if he casts a spell on you, or you might
no,
have a
no, no,
man
no. Listen,
crush.
don't do
But
that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Pound for pound is a hypothetical,
yeah,
right? And like you just said, it changes based on performances. So if this man is able to go out there and have an Alex Pereira performance, yes, he's number one until maybe Ilia Topuria comes out and has a Ilia Topuria performance, or maybe John. I don't even put John in that conversation. John is already stamped. John, I think overall number one pound for pound forever,
yeah,
right
yeah,
now.
right.
So I'm not, as far as active right now. The guys running this active race. It's interchangeable between Alex Pereira and Ilia Topuria.
Yeah,
And
and
sliding his way up there too. DDP.
there's $200,000 on the line. Two
No,
hundred
it's
thousand
some type
dollars
of
on the line.
Ankalaev or Alex Pereira. Both incredible competitors. And Henry, I ran into Mr. Shama himself at the PI yesterday or a couple of days ago. This was yesterday, actually, to be honest with you. No, a couple of days. It doesn't matter. I ran into Mr. Pereira, and within less than 24 hours, this video was out. I didn't even realize there was a camera recording. So it's just like, I'm like,
Your arms are looking
Jesus.
big, Kush.
I
Pause.
mean, I've been doing my thing, staying in there, doing my thing in that room.
Your chocolate chrome.
Me and my pause. What'd you just call me? What did you? Chocolate crumb, bro. Wait a minute. Pause that, bro.
What's up with your boy
Anywho,
Mota, bro? I
me and
want
my
to know
man
if Mota
Archie
ever
just went
leaves
in
the fucking UFC PI, bro. That dude lives there, man.
there. Who?
Freaking Mota. Nicholas.
Oh yeah, my man Nicolas. Yes, of course. And Nicolas was looking thick. He was strong.
Nicholas
I
always
love
just
Nicolas.
kicking
I've
at the
known Nicolas for a
PI,
long, long time.
bro.
But yeah, I had the pleasure of talking with Alex a little bit, and we talked. He's like, "Yeah, we got to be cool now since me and Izzy are cool now." I'm like, "Whoa, I've never not been cool." And that's the one thing that I want fighters to understand is that I understand what it is to be a fighter, and I understand that when you're in the thick of it, like everything is sensitive to you. You take things seriously or not seriously in any type of way, especially like, let's say you're fighting someone like Israel Adesanya, like when Israel fought Kelvin Gastelum. I love Kelvin. Kelvin is my dog. Like I rock with Kelvin. Kelvin's my dog. But for that fight, of course, I was supporting Israel Adesanya, and you were right there next to me supporting Kelvin Gastelum. No harm, no foul. There was no, ill will about it. So, I, I think Alex Pereira, as for what he's done in the sport, I'm, big shout out, big props to him, and I can't wait to see him perform again, this weekend.
Yeah, gee.
But we slow down. There is so I guess we saw last weekend Manel Cop, a star boy, taking on Asu, and there was an eye poke, which I guess now is kind of being talked about as potentially what affected the outcome. Listen, it wasn't necessarily like I didn't see an eye poke. He didn't, eye poke. He did graze the eye with the slap because he did throw some slaps. And which, of course, like if the referee sees it, referee stops it, referee warns him, or maybe takes a point. It is what it
They won't
is,
do. They
you know.
won't do
But
any of that. Just fucking poke everybody until they fucking die. How about that? You know what I'm saying? Like
tell me how you really feel. Somebody still salted?
that's
Jeez,
fucked up, dude. That's like twice, dude. Look, I mean, I do feel
Jesus.
like this could have been a little accident, but still, man, it should still be a point if your fucking fingers are out, dude.
Okay.
Like,
But Henry, this does not affect the outcome of this fight at all. I think the way the fight was going, the way Starboy was putting it on him, I don't think it affects the outcome at all. But I do agree. If you get poked in the eye, the referee needs to do its job and protect you in there
yeah, but
with
that's
something
yeah,
like
but
that.
no,
So
of course, but can I tell you something, Kamaru? That's like back to back main events, dude. Like, look at him, like he's fucking running for his life. I guarantee you, this motherfucker couldn't see. Like, you know what I'm saying? At least I had the ability
was
to.
it because he couldn't see, or was it because he was trying to just evade the strikes that was happening?
Well, he's just panicking, dude. Because I think that's what happens, dude. I'm curious to talk to him because I think it's not that you can't see, but you're seeing too much. Like, it's almost better if you can't see. You just, or at least you see one target. But when you see two, when you're like this, and there's another motherfucker
Yeah.
coming out, it's like, and there's like fucking four hands coming at you, like you're like, dude, come on, dude.
I don't think he saw four.
Yeah,
Well, he
maybe
might have
maybe
seen
he
four
didn't.
hands. The
Maybe
way
he
Manel
didn't.
Cop was running off combinations.
Uh, yeah, you
It
know
is
what? Can
what
I
it
tell you
is.
the truth, Kamara? I'm still fucking
But
better, dude. I'm gonna fight this. I'm gonna take this shit. I'm gonna appeal it,
you
bro.
think
I'm gonna appeal it, man. 'Cause
what?
there's a lot of things that they did wrong, from the doctor to the referee. You know what I'm saying? And then him admitting everything that, oh yeah, there shouldn't have just been 1 point, Henry, for what he did, but then he came back, he did it again, so I should have probably taken another point. And I have all this
All
shit
right,
on video, bro. When I even hit him up, Kamaro, he called me,
all
and I
right.
just happened to
I
record him.
understand. I understand, Henry. Okay, I get it, all that. But I have to hit you with this because this is how I work. Now, through all of that, what responsibility do you take for the outcome? Is there any?
The responsibility is maybe I should have just not came back, dude, on that third. You know, I wanted to survive the round, take another
Right.
minute. And I'm just like, bro, it's still, come on. It feels like, I don't know if you've ever been concussed. Like when you have a fucked
Yeah.
up eye, bro, if it kind of feels like a concussion, you go back. I came back to training today. It feels like a concussion a little bit, dude. Like it's ironic
Mm,
how much your eye, like I never saw the sport this way until this shit happened to me. But I do take responsibility. I did decide that I'd still wanted to fight, and I also went back and I'm like, hey, I got 2 rounds left. I'm seeing fucking I'm seeing Yadong everywhere, all over my face. And I just
pause.
I
Pause.
just said, you know what? We live for another day, dude.
Flag
We
on the
live
play, Henry.
for another day, you know? And it's still, I mean, I don't know if it's still I don't know if you guys could tell, but or you guys want to zoom in a little bit, but it's still fucking red, dude. And the only time that I see double now is only at night when I'm watching TV and there's just one screen, there's just one thing like there. Luck, but
Right.
it's getting better. Come on, I have another appointment, and hopefully everything is good, and hopefully we can run it back, dude.
All right. All right, but that's big of you,
But
being able
yeah,
to say that, So that's great. That shows growth, and I get it. There was mistakes on everyone's end, and if you choose to appeal it, hey,
yeah.
more power to
As you
you. I
know,
think
come
you
on, like
should and do what you do.
we're
So
veterans of this game, dude. So we've been there before. Like to me, it's like fighting is like just another day at practice, but where I really want to win. And there's times where at practice
right,
where you get hurt, where you just can't continue practice. So it's
yeah,
almost like that. So I was mature enough to really understand that. Like I'm not like I've been doing this shit far too long, from competing at a young age, from the Olympics to to everything that I've done in combat sports. But it's not only do referees need to fucking hold themselves accountable in the sport of mixed martial arts, but also in boxing, bro. Did you see the Gervonta Davis taking a knee, I believe on the 9th or 10th round, and then he goes over to the side, he's like, hey man, I got something in my eye, can you pull it off? And the referee allows it. After he started counting, bro, I watched the fight live, and I rewatched the fight again. Even without Gervonta Davis taking that knee, I had Lamont Roach winning by 4 effing rounds. And I'm not the only one that's saying that. Terrence Crawford, Everybody on the internet, Shakur Stevenson, every big name in boxing is irate, and they're contesting this with the Nevada State Athletic Commission. And because they're contesting it, Gervonta Davis is going to have a loss on his records pool, the shit that he pulled. And that's fucked up, dude.
I don't think he's gonna have a loss on his record. I don't think that
they're gonna overturn it, bro.
If anything, listen. If anything, I think it was a great call of it being a draw, because now we get a chance to actually see it again. Because I as the fight started, you can tell both guys were familiar with each other, both guys respected each other, and both guys came to fight. But I feel like Tank is kind of in this, because Tank is like the boss. This is his event. It's almost like a Mayweather. Like, this is his event. So he kind of feels like, I just do what I want when I want. You know, as you can see, we can't say, oh, he was hurt by that shot. It was a shot that hurt him, and that's why he took a knee. Absolutely not. You know, he just, hey,
that's a fucking point. Look, Kamaru, rewatch it again and tell me that ain't it. Dude, I'm pissed.
Okay, listen, Henry. Listen, I do agree when you do, because that's the rules. You take a knee, you know, you got it. That's a point. But I do agree. I do believe him that something was in his eye. He just wanted it wiped, so he got it wiped. But bro, you cannot just do that. And I think you cannot just call time and do that. You know, so I agree. I do think maybe take the point, but I agree with the draw. I think make him do it again. Both guys are ultra talented. Both guys really put on a fight. Look, even Lamont Roach didn't back down from him. He fought him, and Tank understood that, hey, there's somebody here that's going to fight me, that's going to bring the fight to me. So he tried to kind of bully him a little bit, but Lamont wasn't going anywhere. So it was, hey, refs get it wrong sometimes. Going with your eye poke, they get it wrong sometimes. And this one, for sure, and I understand the ref's position. The ref didn't want to be in the middle.
Fuck the ref,
of making a decision.
Pissed at him, dude. Look, he starts counting. Look, Kamaru. He starts counting. He takes it back.
The fight.
Like, dude, that's a baiter, bro.
He tried. He's like, whoa, what are you doing? Bro, you can't do that. But the ref is assessing the situation. He saw that he didn't really take a punch that hurt him to where he had to take a knee. The ref assessing it. I agree. I think it was a good no call from the ref. But according to the rules, yes, that should have been a point. But I agree with it being a no call because the ref is.
But that's something that Gervonta Davis had a minute to wipe that shit off of his eyes. So there's two things.
It wasn't a minute, bro. It was literally 20 seconds.
No. He had no. I'm saying during the break.
Run it back.
Like during the break, bro. During the break, he had a 1 minute to say, "Hey, man, throw some water on."
Yeah, but the fight started. But you know they do put water on your head. You know, look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, literally 8, 10, less than 10 seconds. So, I mean, you can't be that hurt. Look at him and look how active he is. I don't think he was hurt at all, but I think you have a brain fart and you think you could just do, especially when you're the boss of all these massive events you've been putting on. I think he just thought he could do whatever he wanted to do. Bro, you can't do that. You can't call timeout. What's wrong with you? So I agree. I think the ref did a good job because he wanted to keep himself away from making a decision that impacts the fight. I see that. And you saw him. He looked at him. He said, bro, what you doing? What are you doing?
But this is the thing though, Kamaru. Again, it's about justice, bro. I don't give a fuck who Gervonta Davis is. It's about clean sport, dude. So if he can do that, then allow everybody else to do that. Not just that. He's like, hey man, give me a timeout. Hey, I need my
But
eye.
It's a once in a lifetime deal. Like, how many people do this?
How many? Well, this could turn into something that could be pretty frequent.
No, obviously,
the right thing to do is for the Nevada State Athletic Commission is to overturn this, give the dude a 10-8 round. He becomes the winner, and his life changes forever, dude. Gervonta Davis has millions and millions.
No, it does not. His life does not change forever.
This kid,
from that,
dude, that's a big dude. Boxing is different than the UFC. There's a potential $10-20 million payday for this dude. Not just with Gervonta Davis. He wins that fight with Gervonta Davis. He gets a rematch. He beats him. Now he's got fights against Shakur Stevenson, Keyshawn Davis, Ryan Garcia, Teofimo Lopez. The dude can make so much money, and they can just say, all right, man, Gervonta Davis, because that's how boxing is. You lose once and you're old news. What I'm saying is this
But
kid's life could have been changed right there at that time if the referee would have done his fucking job.
listen, I agree with you. I don't think it would have changed. Listen, you're people look at the performance, and Lamont Roach put on an amazing performance to where everyone now you put him on that pedestal of some of the best in the division to where now he will be starting to get those paydays. Now we will starting to see him in some of those big good matchups that will benefit him financially. But as far as you're saying, oh, if you overturn this and you just give him the belts, now he's changed his life. No, I don't think so because people still want to see this fight. Now this sets up a rematch to where, of course, your bag is going to be bigger. So yeah, I would love to see it again. Let's just do the fight again, and hey, let's do the fight again and really see who that winner is because now I think it's going to be a banging fight because now I think
I don't think
understands.
I don't think Gervonta beats him, dude. I really don't. This dude, there's three things that he did very well before we fucking move on. Is he stayed in the
Yeah.
center? He stayed in the center. He fought him off the clinch. Like, you know what I'm saying? Where people just tend to let go. Like, no, this dude, when they got in the clinch, this dude was bah, bah, bah. He was throwing, and not just that, but he was anticipating and countering Gervonta Davis. And he even mentioned he's like, I could tell when he was getting loaded and ready to go because he's a blitz fighter, and he was catching him, and he caught him, dude. So, man, I am a fan of Lamont Roach, and I hope you get your due justice, dude, and I hope you get your money. And if you guys do get a rematch, man, I'm gonna put 20 stacks on you.
Hey, you got 20 stacks to be dropping on fights?
That is that's
Gee,
$20,
let me
bro.
hold some.
That's $20, bro. You can't. I got kids, bro. You think I'm gambling like that? What you
You
smoking,
said 20
Kush? What
stacks.
you
We all know
smoking?
in the hood, stack is a band. That's 1,000. So put that 1,000 on it. 20 stacks. Yo, let me hold something, Henry.
Nah,
But
man.
Henry, UFC Kansas City main event has been announced, and what a fantastic main event it is. You got former title challenger Khalil Roundtree taking on former, not just title challenger, but former light heavyweight champion in Jamal Hill. This is a fantastic main event. Both are southpaws. Both can thump. Both like to put you out. I think this is a fantastic fight and a fantastic main event, Henry.
Yeah, no, that's good, man. I like that fight, man. I hope Jamal Hill can really get back on that. I hope he can really get back on his saddle, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? I like Jamal Hill, bro. He's a fucking good dude, man. I hope he can, come back into his groove and do it, man. I fucking love them tats,
Right.
dude, and he's always been cool as hell to me. So I hope he can get the job done, man.
Yeah, I was waiting for you to say it. I was waiting for you to do the gestures. Yes, Jamal Hill is a solid, cool dude, solid dude for sure. And
Make you
yeah,
happy,
we'll
Kush? You
definitely,
like that
hopefully
now?
before that fight. Yeah. Hopefully before that fight, we'll get him on the show again. And also Khalil Roundtree. Both guys are amazing guys, solid guys, and of course, damn good competitors or fighters. But Henry, big fight announcement, big fight added to UFC 314. Bryce Mitchell taking on Jean Silva.
Main
Boom.
event, really? When main event for
No,
what?
not main event. Not main event. Added to the
Oh,
main
big.
card.
Oh,
Not
yeah,
main
yeah,
event.
yeah.
Come on. It's UFC 314. That's in Miami. Volkanovski taking on Diego Lopez. Oh, what's up, bro? Come on, bro. That main card crazy. You got Michael Chandler on there taking on Patty Pimblett, as Renato Moicano like to call him. You got Yair Rodriguez taking on Patricio
Shit,
Pete
man,
Bull.
that's what
And
I'm
then you
most
got
excited about, bro.
Jeff.
Out of all the
What?
fights, that's the fight that I'm most excited for, man. Because people don't know how good Patricio is, and Yair Rodriguez ain't no slouch, dude.
Exactly. Bro, that fight, I'm excited for Jeff Neal taking on Carlos Prates.
Brat,
You know,
brat,
you know that.
brat.
Man, this is a fantastic fight. And now added to that, you've got John Silver taking on Bryce Mitchell. I mean, UFC are going all out on this one. I love it, and I can't wait to be there. UFC Miami 314. Man.
Yeah, but Kamaru Usman, there's a lot of fireworks, and I'm sorry to tell you what I'm about to tell you. But according to your boy Leon Edwards, he said the winner of his fight and Sean Brady's going to get the next title shot. He said, quote, I spoke to the UFC. They told me that after this win, I am the number one contender. This is the number one contender fight. Well, win. Fuck, dude. I have one eye, dude. All right, hold on. I spoke to the UFC. They told me that after this win, this is the number one contender fight. Whoever wins this fight for the title will, and when I win this fight for the title. Does that make sense? Or am I just fucking reading double, dude? And either way, dude. Either way, he's saying that that's the number one contender spot. And then your boy, if you don't remember his name, he said someone telling him he got 3 long years ahead of him. Bilal, remember the name Muhammad.
Oh man, I don't really remember it, but that was actually pretty funny. And yeah, I mean, it's come on, bro. I mean, it's crazy, but it's a line up there at welterweight right now. It's a line.
Yeah.
You know, you got myself still up there in the mix. You've got
I don't think so, but and I will say this, Kamaru. Yeah, Shafkat. Yeah, what the fuck?
Still in the mix. You got myself in there. You've got guys surging now. You know, obviously JDM is fighting for the title. You've got who else? You've got guys coming up, man. You've got what's the Irish Brazilian?
Yeah, Leon. I was gonna say Leon Gary.
You've got
I said Leon Gary.
You got that kid. You got
Bug Dog.
You got Joaquin. You got Joaquin still up there as well. So hey, guys making this, and then you got Jeff Neal and Carlos Prates. You got Sean Brady. Don't forget that. And listen, I think you need to worry about. I think for Edwards, just worry about Sean Brady. Sean Brady ain't no punk. Sean Brady ain't no.
I personally think Sean's gonna beat him, bro. With Sean's pressure and his wrestling.
Listen, we'll go through that breakdown later on, but yes, I don't think Sean is no slouch. I think you should be worried about that fight for sure.
Question from a casual: fair or foul? Khabib's top 15 fighters of all time. Word. Do you agree or disagree? Let's see if I'm ahead of the Nigerian Nightmare. Let's go. Let's see
Well, I mean,
number
for Khabib,
15.
Yeah, he probably put you up there.
Number 15, Cruz and Edgar. Let's see that. Okay, that's cool.
Oh, both. Okay.
14, Krokop and Stipe. Okay.
Put them up there.
13, Shogun and Henderson.
Okay.
Yeah, could be. He knows his fighting. 12, Couture and Vasquez. Godly, man. Randy Couture is fucking. Yes. Randy Couture's top 5 for me, bro. All time. Next.
I think
number 11.
Royce
Gracie. Do you agree with that one?
For what he did in the era, because this is based on errors and what you were able to do with your opposition at your time. So I would definitely put Royce Gracie still up there. I put him on the list.
Okay.
For sure.
Number 10, BJ Penn, 2-division champ. Fuck, BJ in his prime was a motherfucker, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Number 9, Israel Adesanya. I like that. That's fair, dude. I think Israel, he's defended his belts. I like that. I like that number for him. Number 8, the Nigerian Nightmare, Kamaru Usman, Niger. Number 7, Jose Baldo at number 7. At number 6, the greatest combat athlete of all time, Triple C, Henry Cejudo.
I see it. Okay, I see the list.
Hey, but I fuck that, dude. All right, number 5. I'm gonna talk shit right now. I should be ahead of Daniel. I swear to you. Why? I'm gonna tell you why. He never beat John Jones. He had 2 opportunities. I had my 2 opportunities with Demetrius Johnson, and I beat my John Jones. Who was Demetrius Johnson? You know what I'm saying? And he beat Stipe at one time, and other than that, he never beat him again. So I don't know, bro. I'm gonna have to put myself respectfully ahead of DC at number 5,
Okay.
and I'm gonna shove him to number 6. Number 4,
Okay.
Demetrius Johnson. I think Demetrius should be a little higher than that, dude. For what he's done, like fuck, dude, he knocked my
Well,
ass
let's see
out. He
who's
gave me
ahead
some
of him.
humble
Let's see
pie,
who's ahead of
bro.
him. Let's see who's ahead of him.
Yeah, Anderson Silva. I can see that. Anderson Silva,
Okay.
the
Okay.
longest. God, you're so close to breaking this freaking record, dude. Number 2, GSP. And number
Okay.
1, John Jones and Fedor Emelianenko. Damn.
I like Fedor, but I don't put Fedor at number 1. I mean, he was a bad dude. Don't get me wrong. I don't put him at number 1. I think this is obviously this is Khabib's list, and so that respect of what Fedor did. Did you know that Khabib's father actually competed against Fedor in I think it was in sambo or something, or maybe judo, and actually
Really?
beat Fedor.
Beat him.
Yeah, yeah.
Beat
There's a
him.
picture of them. There's a picture of them. So,
No. I think it had to do with coaching, Kamaru. I think that's what it was. I think it was coaching. When the
no,
coaches, they give the coaches trophies. I think I,
no. I think they actually
I think I saw
competed.
that picture too. But
I
if
could
he
be wrong.
did,
I
fuck,
I could
he's
be wrong.
goaded.
Yeah, I could be wrong, but not in MMA, obviously. But I put Fedor in top 5-ish, 5. But I don't know if I put him at number 1. Number 1, of course, for me is John Jones. So I agree. I think this Khabib is really, really close in that ballpark with this, and I don't think there's a ton of differences in my list. But you're right, Henry. I do, for the first time, I will agree with you. You and DC, y'all could flip flop. I'm not mad at it, but you two could flip flop. So
Yeah, I should,
yeah,
and
that's it.
I debated this with Khabib, and I'd like to debate maybe even Daniel for it. I'm just like, bro, I like I like DC. DC's like a big brother, but I think when
Right.
it comes to the accolades in combat sports, bro, I'm number 1. Khabib says it, Jones says it, they all say it. But for mixed martial arts, I do feel like I do feel like I'm the greatest simultaneous 2 division champ, not champ, simultaneous of who I beat and how I beat them, dude.
All right. Okay. Well, Henry, that is UFC 313 going down this weekend. Alex Pereira taking on Magomed Ankalaev. And not forget my brother Justin Gaethje taking on Rafael Fazia for a rematch. It's going to be a fantastic card. Make sure that you ordered your pay-per-views already. But Henry, as always, I am the Nigerian Nightmare, Kamaru Usman.
Henry Cejudo, aka Triple C.
And we are out.